All right, guys, we are back with the old C20, and we have a lot to go through. I finally got the motor pulled out, and I have a motor over here to go in it, and I have a whole bunch of parts that I really got to put on here. I'm going to show you right now what we have going on. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so we got the old SM465 pulled out. The truck actually has a pan down here for that manual trans that will unbolt. So I got the trans out, I pulled all the bolts, I got that pan completely loose, and then when I get ready to put the trans back in, I'm gonna pull the whole plate off and then put the motor in first, and then we can mount the trans to the motor. So that's what I got going on in here. Over here in the engine bay, I have some brand new motor mounts. So I got those loose, but I have to get under them with a 9/16 so I can pull them out and put the new ones in. It's really, really simple. Brand new in the box, those motor mounts, and then I also have down here, I have the LUK brand, I have the centering pin, the pilot bearing, and I have the brand new clutch. Isn't that beautiful? And on here, it'll actually show you flywheel side. So you know that goes and mounts like this to the flywheel. Brand new pressure plate, brand new throttle bearing. So we're gonna get those put in also. And then down the line here, we have a brand new flywheel that I had to special order in. So that thing is beautiful, and I'm gonna go ahead right now and spray it down with some WD-40. I do not want that rusting up. So I'm just gonna put a coating of it on there. Let's keep that flywheel rust free. So I'm gonna cover that up for now and let that sit. And then over here on the Camaro, when we get to it, I have some brand new air shocks that are gonna go on it. I need to put that floor pan back in so I can get those squared away. And the lower valance was broken, so I need to get that trim piece off, and then I can locate another one and put it on there. So we got a lot going on for sure. Also, there's the old motor mounts off of the old block, and here's the motor that we're putting in it. And I also got some, they're up in the other garage. I got some long tube ceramic headers to go on that motor. So we got a lot going on. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to spray down that valance with some WD-40, because those screws in there are shot. So I'm just gonna spray them down. And then hit it with a screwdriver and see if we can't pop them out. Alrighty, so I'm gonna put on some gloves and see if we can't get that motor mount loose. I got the right wrench and I got the right socket here. So we're gonna pop it on and see if we can't get it out. We're gonna do this quickly because can I get to him? Can I get to him? Of course not. Of course, the minute I sit down, I need a wrench. Or can I do it the other way? I think, is that better? No. Having both of them is better. So, I'm trying to get some lighting in here so you can see what I'm doing, and it's not really working out the best. So let's see how that does. All right. So you're gonna have to mind my shoe here. So I'm gonna pull off that extension and then grab my impact and hope that I have enough room, because that is a tight squeeze. Well, maybe. Nope, too big, of course. Wants to be difficult here. There we go. Perhaps. Where'd my nut go? There it is. Okay. One motor mount bolt and nut out. Whew, good deal. All right. One down. Two more to go. So I may have to just suck it up and use a daggum socket on the other one, because they do not want to cooperate. And I pre-soaked these beforehand. With some WD. With some WD. So, are we coming out? Ow. Come on. There we go. Good deal. Number two. And they're not that bad. All right. There's motor mount bolt number two. This one's gonna be not fun. How the heck am I getting that one out? Maybe, no, I gotta go through that way. Stretch it out. There we go. Okay, so I gotta come through the bottom with that 9/16 socket and then pray. Come on, cooperate please. Come on, I got one more bolt. Ow, that was my finger. All right, well, let's see if I can get it loose. Nope. All right, a little bit longer. But anyway, I wanted to show you the process, and not just the fun parts, but the not so fun parts. And this right here as you can see, is by far one of them. But once I get these motor mounts off, I can put the new ones in. Let's see how bad they were. Well, the nut's stuck in there, so that's good. Okay. So, oh man. Yeah, they were they were pretty bad. Look at that. So we got new ones to put in. So I'm not too worried about those. So now we're gonna zip out the other one and then we'll be done with the motor mounts. All right, y'all, I got these motor mounts removed completely. This little tool right here, it expands and contracts. Let's say 1/4 inch drive and a 3/8 drive, and it expands and it shrinks down. So when I was trying to get behind the motor mount, I could bring it in, get it on that nut, and then pull it out and use that as leverage. So if you're having a problem with the motor mount being a pain, of course, it's a whole lot easier when you have the motor out, which is why I'm doing this now. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed tonight's video and stay tuned on the updates on the old C20 and the Camaro, and we'll see you again soon, guys. Have a good week. Well, good morning, good morning. It is the next day, and we're back here in the shop. And before I left last night, I went ahead and pulled these 5 nasty screws out of this lower valance so I could get this piece off. I gotta keep this. Trying to find that one piece is probably darn near impossible. So I'm gonna go look at another Camaro and possibly get the hood, the nose cap, the fenders, the doors, as like a donor car. I need some new metal on the car. I'm not really looking forward to pulling all that apart. I can't really build on this platform the way it is. Let's see, we got a bolt here, some bolts here, and then probably some on the inside and inside the doors. I'm sure, yep, there's one right there. So that one's gotta come out too. This, yeah, I can't really use this. So, but I will definitely be keeping the glass and pulling off that mirror. And I'll probably keep the chrome strip there. So anyways, today I want to pull the motor off of the stand, get back here, bolt the flywheel on there, and get the bell housing on there. But before I do that, I have to put on the clutch and that brand new pressure plate flywheel there. Pressure plate, clutch. So that will be our task for today. Being that I have nowhere to go, I have nothing to do for once. Hopefully this week or next, early, I need gutters all across here. When it rains, it pours straight down, and then it'll flood all in my shop. And I can't really do a whole lot of woodworking if I can't put down my saw, because I don't want it getting soaked. So, yeah. It would be great to not have water in here. Anyhow, yep, the motor mounts are out, and the brake booster is not stuck. So in theory, it should still work, but there's quite a bit of corrosion on that pump there. So I might spray it down with some lube, and then also I might go ahead and clear out the fenders and the framework and paint the inside of this, at least make it look somewhat better than it does. We got a lot of work to do, but we're gonna get it done. This whole truck is looking good. I gotta clean out back here too. Pull all that baling wire out and figure out what that farm tractor implement is over there in the corner. And just keep plugging away. I'll probably end up cleaning out the bed and spraying it with a rhino liner of some kind. As far as the paint goes, I probably am gonna just leave it the way it is. That paint and up here, all that tells a story. And the guy who owned this truck was very important to a lot of people. And you know, the main thing is when you're doing a restore to a vehicle, it's not just doing the work to the vehicle, it's preserving the legacy of the person who owned it, because everyone who knew Charles knows the truck and they have memories in the truck. So that's my whole goal, is to not only restore it, get it back on the road, get it running, but preserve the memory of Charles, for not only for him, but for the family. So I'm gonna go in and upload the footage, and we're gonna keep plugging away. I'm gonna go ahead and mount those motor mounts today, clean off that frame, and then we'll move forward from there, guys. Oh yeah, we got the gutters installed in the shop, all the way across and down about here. I'm gonna tie into here, and then over here on the back side, got one there, all the way up, all the way down, and all the way over, and all the way down. Heck yes. So I'm gonna go back in the shop because I have some new Camaro parts to show you. So we're gonna get the doors open and we'll see you inside. And we're inside. All right, so a little bit of update. New motor mounts are in. Plus, I have a gasket set coming for that tomorrow, so I can get that put in the motor. So there's a code on there, C7F345108. Drop me a comment if you know what that means. So over here, motor mounts are juicy. They're painted. The front end of the motor, the pulleys, are painted. The bell housing is painted and painted beautifully. So once we get the trans sealed up, we're gonna put it in there, and then we're gonna put it in the truck. So I got my Camaro turned around because I've got those air shocks to put in, number one. But number two, I got a whole bunch of parts. Check it out. Alrighty. We got some new trim for the rear inside quarters. Some new rear window trim. Some new door panel sills on the bottom. And we got some sweet seats. And I have the carpet in here that I've been holding on to for quite a while. And I can't wait to get that put in. And for the Silverado, we have some ceramic long tubes. So we got a lot going on, and I can't wait to get started. But first, I need to swap out the shocks so that we can get some more bump up in the rear end. That'll help a lot, especially with the exhaust. So I think we can go a little bit taller and a little bit skinnier on the front. And then once we get the air shocks done, we can go higher in the back. But in the meantime, I want to get all those cleaned, get them all painted, and get them put in the car. And then go around the rear glass and put the trim back on it. But I'll probably end up painting it a color kind of like this so that it all blends in. I don't know. We'll think about it. Well, anyways, it's kind of a long video and kind of blotchy, but I am ready to get this car back on the road. And even if that means I have to pop out those fans and then just put in a normal flat fan, that's what we're gonna do. We got a lot to knock off of that list, so we're gonna get to it. We'll see you again soon, guys.